Hello everyone and hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Amphibia Season 3 Episode 10 called Escape to Amphibia, just like you're seeing on the big title card right in front of you. And I know I didn't post yesterday because something important happened, and then today something else happened. But basically on my main channel, my first channel called, Ramsey Lopez, that's my name, where I read Harry Potter chapters. I did a channel update, not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, Sunday. And then the day after, yesterday, Monday, I reached 100 subscribers. So I kind of need to take a break from this channel and go to another channel where it's like, I'd say that thank you so much for the 100 subscribers. And I did a 100 subscriber celebration. It was great. I think it was even longer than my 50 subscriber celebration for that channel. And everything was going great. And today, it went back to 99. Which I'm so grateful for, because it went from 98 to 100. So it's still fine, but like, come on, it reached 100. Why'd you have to go back down? But it happens, I didn't want to take it out on this channel where I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything to this channel because I'm frustrated. Like, no, like, I'm so gonna do, not really my job. I don't really have to do this, but I like doing it. So, and because I didn't do anything, yesterday, you guys getting 3 clips, and obviously they're not too long because of copyright reasons. And also, this is a full episode. Hopefully there won't be too many ads. That's the one problem of getting full-length episodes: ads. But this is hope. And obviously we see it like on the bottom right corner, it shows up there. If you've been with me for a while, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm doing episode 10, and I kind of want this season to be done by the end of the week, like by the weekend on Sunday. Do I get episode 11 done today also? Let's see. If we do episode 10 and 11 today on Tuesday, and do episode 12 on Wednesday, episode 13, 14, 15, 16, and do 17 and 18 on Sunday, or do 16, 17 on Saturday and do just episode 18 on Sunday. I think it can work out, but this is a double episode and, ads. But I think I can manage to get episode 11. It's like, 2 different segments. I think I can get episode 11 done today. It's only like getting close to like to 12:30, I think, a.m. So, but if that doesn't happen, then episode 11 would come out tomorrow. But anyway, let's get started with Escape to Amphibia. Oh, and if you guys didn't know, this was actually meant to be the mid-season finale, but Froggy Little Christmas became the mid-season finales due to like Christmas stuff that happens on Disney, and as I understand it. But anyway, let's get on with the episode. And obviously, like, who ran in and stuff. Okay. Angelica, and whatever, and Conspicuous Inc. Okay, and FBI. Oh, oops. But basically, it's the FBI headquarters, and look all this update that they went on. The Christmas flow with the evil Santa. Oh yeah, you guys didn't see it because Froggy Little Christmas didn't go that far into the episode. This is what the Santa looked like, if you were wondering. Oh, there you go. And then we have this government guy. He's like X. Like, this is getting hard to ignore. Hey, look, Los Angeles, London, the different time zones. He's like, what do you know about these alien extraterrestrials? And he's like, maybe know a lot, maybe nothing. He's like, don't be coy, X. Oh, I'm sorry, coy is my default. He's like, hey, but basically he's like, oh, well, what do you need to get the job done? Oh, just you look at this, some tricked out van, attachment, some kombucha on tap. He's like, kombucha on tap, don't push it, X. Do the X mobile, jet rocket, like crazy fast, super fast Wi-Fi, pow, okay, pirate sword. Why is pirate sword? Shark fin, big old tires. Hey, you're so cool. Yeah, it would be. Hey, there's even like a shooter seat. That's pretty funny. And I don't know what kombucha is, but later in the episode I'll be talking about it again. But I guess it's like expensive or something. Obviously the guys, they just get done. And he's like, oh, we're doing it, Jenners. We're living the dream. And we get to this storage warehouse. I was like, oh, okay, well, where's this? And hey, look, they're building a portal and stuff. And hey, look, Terry and Dr. Jan. So I guess they met. And then Hot Pop's like, I love this avocado roast. And she's like, it's avocado toast. And he's like, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to misunderstand you. The Amphibia, the avocados have poison bark on it, and it causes blindness. This is just creamy and delicious. And Sprig's like, hey, Terry. And Sprig's like, hey, Terry. Like, is the portal doing well? Oh, yeah, it's doing pretty good. Like, come check it out. Oh, I don't think you actually seen Terry other than theme song. This is what she looks like. Oh, there you go. And she's like, I was actually kind of wondering, why did the ancient newts choose a music box? Is because the newts used to contact the multiverse through musical notes. Ooh, that's interesting. And look at all these different planets and stuff. That's interesting. Oh, look at this one. It's not too detailed, but the double ringed. And she's like, hey, does anyone remember this like a song like in the middle of the portal when you came here from Amphibia? And everyone is like singing a song, like humming a song. I just love how Mr. and Mrs. Boone are like just there because they don't know what's going on. And Terry's like, one at a time, please. And Anne's like, and she plays on the piano. And like she's turning some dials, and Terry's like, fingers crossed, everyone. Is that a pie? It might be. And Dr. Jana has like the card for like a generator. And then it's whoa. And then Terry's like, that's the only way I can make it big. Like I can't make it any bigger. And hey, look at this. Like the energy spikes and stuff like that. And look at this, they have a telescope. Look, it's a red mantis. It can't be the same one that they captured because the frogs tied it up and was going to cook it for dinner and put butter on it. Remember back in the very first episode of season 1? So it must be like a different red mantis, which would make sense. There would be like dozens. So anyway, it's eating this like possum rat thing. Ew. And obviously Anne's disgusted. And look at Polly. Yay! Like they're so excited. And Sprig's like, I wonder if the mantis can smell us. It reached through the portal. Oh my goodness. Obviously Anne's concerned, but shut it off. And then Anne's like, hey Terry, nice work. And she's like, oh thanks, but we need a lot more to make the portal bigger. And Anne's like, I can't believe we're almost getting to Amphibia. And Dr. Jan's kind of like, Anne, I'm very proud of you. And she's like, oh thanks Dr. Jan, but no, I'm like really proud because I don't know if I could do what you're doing. Like, you're traveling to a whole other world. You're leaving your parents behind again. You don't know when you're gonna see them again. Like, you got guts. And Anne's like, I haven't really thought of it that way. And obviously, Mr. and Mrs. Boonchoy are like, that was amazing. I wouldn't have believed it if I haven't seen it. And they're kind of looking at Anne like, hey, we're proud of you. And Anne's kind of looking, like, I don't know. And Terry's like, I sent you all a text of the supplies I need. And they're like, wait, we need yogurt covered pretzels? Wait a minute. Can I? And she's like, yes. Yeah, I need the pretzels. Okay. And we need to go to Spenco, which is Costco. And he's like, Spend what? Spenco. And oh, look at Lizzie. Spenco sale, membership required, Costco, hours 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. In the comments, is that accurate? Does it open at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.? Like the Costco near you? Membership deals, and look at the big boxes because Costco has gigantic things. Is that supposed to be fish? Oh, no, I think it might be plushies, actually. No, they're bunnies. They're bunnies, right? Maybe. Obviously, everyone's excited. Hop Pop's like, they have avocados here? And Anne's like, they got everything here. Obviously, Mr. X is at Spenco. Or at least he's using their camera. And, oh, look at this. Anne has heat, and the planters have little heat because they're amphibians. Except for Anne, so that's pretty cool. And Hop Pop's like, where are the avocados? And then Sprig's like, where are the toys? And I love this where Sprig just started hopping because, he's a kid. And Anne's like, you see Sprig hopping, and Anne's like, no hopping. And he's like, oh yeah, okay, sorry. Because Anne knows. And obviously Mr. Boonchoy, Darth Vader mask, red saber, blue saber. And in order to save your father, you have to go through me. Hey, look, $12.99. Oh, anyway. And then she's like, Dad, I'm getting too old for this. And he's like, really? Nope. And then Anne's like, I don't want to play music, but I kind of want to. I kind of want to do this. Just watch this scene right here. Okay. But did you see that, like, Anne's been living with frogs so much, she became a frog girl. That's pretty funny. Looks like she's jumping from box to box to box, and this scene, a lot of theories have been floating around, and, a long time before I got this episode right now. But they were saying, like, this could be foreshadowing of Anne choosing to save or eventually maybe killing Marcy and saving her life, because maybe the core basically kind of tricking Anne, saying, wait, no, it's me, Marcy. Kind of like, because of the mask, and it's kind of like halfway through his face. That could happen. Well, I don't know. Well, will Anne choose? Because, again, I'm going to say it again. Anne tried to kill Sasha on the Utopian Bridge. And I don't know if she was going to stop. If Sasha wasn't a skilled fighter, she would be done for. But, I'm who knows? That could happen. And look at this. Anne's traumatized. Look at his sword. And wearing a cloaked figure as a betrayer. And she's like, I was your mother the whole time. Okay, that's funny. And she's like, my parents are the worst. Okay, that's pretty funny. But you can see that she was traumatized for a little bit, because that happened with Marcy. Like, through the chest. I mean, she went to the rejuvenation tank, but, still. And then, wait, what does this say right now? Well, I'm sorry, there was a guy saying, hey, you can't be playing with those, and they just scatter. Wait, can I get him out of the way? Can I not get him out of the way? It might say Nightblade, but I wanna... Oh, Lightblade. See, it would have gone wrong. Okay, Lightblade. Okay. And obviously Darth Vader with the blue saber. Oh, that's interesting. But he's playing around, so hypocrite. And obviously I guess it was like over there, and they changed aisles. And then Mr. Boonch was like, hey, when you have a display, expect a Boon Choi battle. And Anne's like, dang right, and they all do a high five, and Anne's kind of like, and obviously, hey kid, are you okay? And Anne's like, yeah, I need to go find Sprig. But look at her, she's crying. And Sprig's like, hey Anne, check this out. And like, and it was like a water balloon, like balloon flinger 5,000. And he's like, hey, let's take a look at this. You're a balloon fling, 5,000. And they, and it's like, oh, And Sprig's like, hey, are you okay? He's like, oh yeah, it didn't hit me. No, and Sprig's like, hey, are you okay in here? He pointed to her heart. I love it. And she's like, I'm worried. I never thought about losing my parents again. Like, of handling this. I just want to play this right here.
My parents. I get it. They're pretty great. What if we wait a couple days? You can spend more time with your parents. I'm sure Amphibia can wait a little while longer.
I suppose that could be a good idea.
Sorry, I don't want to play too much, but she's like, I don't know about leaving behind my parents again, and she's just kind of closing her hands and stuff, and Sprig's like, yeah, I understand. They're pretty great. Because Sprig kind of looks up to them as like a mom and dad in a sort of way, because as he looks up to Anne as like an older sister, and he's like, because Sprig doesn't know like the destruction of Amphibia. Spoilers for the very, very end of this episode. He finally realizes, but he doesn't know. He's like assuming, yeah, King Andros is there, but I'm sure everything's really like fine, with like the environment and stuff. And Sprig's like, maybe we should wait a couple days. I think Amphibia can wait a little bit longer. You can spend time with your parents. And it's like, that might be a good idea. And then Hop Pop's like, Gainway, holy guacamole. Hop Pop, what is it? He's like, avocado face mask, avocado oil, avocado cream, avocado the fruit, avocado everything. When I share it with all of Amphibia, we will be set for life. Look, Frobo's in our seat car, because I forgot. Polly said to Frobo, are you prepared for an upgrade? And he's like, do. So, and look at this. Frobo like, it's a, hey, look, die difficulty, dragon liver, I don't know really the reference, but she's like, we went to the RC aisle and the RC aisle and the movie aisle. Hey, this actor's a genius. I don't know the reference. Maybe someone could tell me. And look, this projector's for sale, but it is kind of wrinkled, so I don't know. Would you buy it? I don't know if I would buy it. And it's like, I don't think this movie's age appropriate. And it's like, hey, I told you can all fit. And then, I love this. Hop is like, snug as a bug, Mr. B. And then Paul's like, stack more on me. I can take it. So I love it. Look, melons, avocados, mangoes, bananas, milk, I'm assuming, peanut butter, cereal, honey. I love the bear. White chocolate pretzels, whole wheat bread. Don't know. That might be peanut butter. Laundry detergent, box, toilet paper, a couple more boxes, and obviously this is supposed to be reference to Mr. B, Mr. Boon Choi being like a gamer. So he kind of like sacked it, kind of like Tetris. Oh, so that's where Anne actually got her gaming for Tetris and stuff like that. If Mr. Boon Choi and Marcy would have hang out more, instead of Marcy trying to force her interest onto Anne and Sasha, and kind of hung out with Mr. Boon Choi kind of more, because maybe she didn't know that Mr. Boon Choi is like a gamer. Maybe we could have gotten different events. Well, we can't change the past. Oh, I forgot Frobo's right there. But that kind of got me thinking a bit. And then Mrs. B like, I thought there was a weird reason I married you. Okay. And the FBI came in. Mr. X is here. He's like, oh, my little froggies. And Hop Pop's like, what frogs? He like lasers him. He like croaks. And obviously they're like, Anne, run. And then obviously Anne gets trampled by what was it, Jenny? Is it, oh, Anne, and this big guy, like tough as a cinder block, like poof, squishing them. Is it, oh, Anne, and then Mr. X is like, oh, Anne, we finally have a name. Kid, you caused me a lot of grief, but that doesn't matter now. And then he's like, what should we do with the girl and her parents? And Mr. X is kind of looking. To just leave them. Like, they're not concerned to us. Obviously, they let the planters in a cage. And it's like, guys, and they're like, Anne, help us. And then they're like, we have to go. And Mr. Boonchu is like going through everything, going very fast. And Anne's like, Mom, where'd you learn to drive like this? And I absolutely love this. Mr. Boonchu just absolutely love this. Sorry, I'm mumbling my words. Mr. Boonchoy obviously like loves this. She's like, are you kidding me? Try driving in Bangkok like in rush hour. So I guess Bangkok in Thailand has very tough traffic. I mean, I didn't know personally, so. And obviously they're going through the alleyway, and she's like, hey, look over there. And this is the FBI agency. They're going on this like kind of like on top of a cliff. This cliff actually kind of reminds me of, in spoilers for Despicable Me #1, where it's all Super Fun Land down there, and there was this fishing guy next to the cliff, and Gru got distracted, and then poof, he accidentally bumped him off. So that's what that cliff kind of reminds me of. I'm not sure if it's a reference to that, but that's what I kind of thought of. And it's like, I don't know if we can handle this on our own, you guys. Time to call for backup. Get to Mr. X. And Hop Pop's like, us thespians love the spotlight, but please turn it down. Mr. X is like, who do you work for? Obviously, the aliens work for someone tactic. Hop Pop's like, I've been working for myself ever since I took the farm. And he's like, the farm? Is that some sort of like alien facility? He's like, no. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have any avocado toast? He's like, okay, Pinky, start talking. I was a small tadpole with a bunch of dreams during a human morning. Wait, sorry. A humid morning. He's like, what's your master plan? Obviously, Polly is like demonic in a way. I want to destroy my enemies and take over the world. He's like, yes, finally. That's what he's been waiting for. Tell me more. She goes in her bow and takes off this list of enemies. She has these like spectacles. She's like I love the callbacks of Tritonio and Gary. I absolutely love that. And obviously it's kind of like, what are you talking about? What? That's like a long list. Enough. What is this? Is this the bomb? He's like, oh yeah, he is the bomb. Like, aren't you, Frobes? And poof, spits all over him. Oh, we're gonna test. We're gonna run some tests on your blood. And Polly's like, you're definitely going on my list now, buddy. And then Anne's like, obviously they're all concerned. Anne's like, we need your help to rescue the planters. I'm kind of. I understand some of them, but kind of disappointed. Where does like the planters are frogs? Like Polly was a frog. You said a kid with a tail. I assumed you knew. I'm kind of disappointed you didn't put two together. And the costumes weren't too convincing. I like the outfits, but they weren't too convincing. Like So Allie and Jess are like, wait, Polly was a frog? And then I didn't like this with MJ. I'm gonna call it MJ, Molly Joe. Frogman was a frog this whole time? Oh yeah, that checks out. You ugh. I don't want to say dummy, but come on. And here's also another thing. I can understand how they contacted Allie and Jess because Aunt Polly has contacted them before and has met them during Christmas. That makes sense. Humphrey Westwood. Hop Hop knows him, and he's probably in the phone books and the advertisements. Terry, obviously she was here with Dr. Jan. Molly Jo, MJ. She's a kid. Sprig never got her phone number, and Sprig wouldn't even, I don't think, maybe he would know what to do with a phone number, but Sprig never addressed that. You'd think he would address that. And I think what he should have done and I think this would have been kind of cool. They got everyone here. They have Allie and Jess. They have Terry. They have Dr. Jan. They have Humphrey. Kind of like, they gotta have the friends of Polly, the friends of Hop Hop, and, the friends of Anne and the parents of Mr. and Mrs. B. And then we get to the plan of freeing the planters and stopping Mr. X. We get to the facility because MJ's not grandfather, uncle. Yeah, it was uncle, right? Yeah, Uncle Robert, Doc Ock, because he had the arm. He's kind of dangerous, so we need to lock him in the FBI. MJ sneaks in, trying to free his uncle, while Anne is in the gang of trying to rescue the planters. MJ hears Frogman. Frogman, are you in here? Oh, hey, Molly Jo. MJ, what are you doing here? Like, you gotta help us out. And she frees Sprig in a way, and both her and Sprig run to the gang to free the rest of the planters. I think that would have been pretty cool, and that would have tied in with Doc Ock being arrested. MJ obviously wanted to go see her uscle because she obviously loves him. It would have made more sense because how did Anne get in contact with her? Because she used her phone. And plus, would Anne even want to keep MJ's phone number? She's just a kid. You see, this doesn't really make any sense. I just think my idea would have been better. Doc Ock being arrested, MJ wanted to go see him, maybe during visitor hours. She hears Frogman trying to escape, screaming for help. MJ goes to free Frogman. I don't know. I think that would have been pretty cool. And maybe one mention of MJ. Oh, hey, MJ, you're here to save me. And maybe MJ actually calling him Sprig. I don't know. I'm not trying to say there should be romance or anything, but I just think it would have been nice because how did Anne get in contact with her? Whatever. I don't know. I think the execution needed a little bit more work. Especially since you kind of had time because this was kind of pushed back until the season continued. Me personally, if I was in charge, I would have changed this, but it's fine. It's not too much of a big deal. I just kind of want to stop a bit, talk about it. I wonder if you're even allowed to call it MJ because that's kind of part of Sony, right? But Sony's kind of going with Marvel. Marvel's part of Disney, but whatever. I'm calling her MJ. No one can stop me. But whatever. We're continuing. And it's like, we need your help to free the planters. Well, what do you say? And they're obviously like, yeah, we're with you. And Humphrey's like, oh, we're with you, Anne, to the end. And MJ's like, oh, wow, so dramatic. Yeah, I'm an actor. Okay, that's nice. And then, obviously, we're going to give them what they want. They're in, like, rental FBI suits. We got another one of those alien frogs. He does look alien. MJ, here's the thing. They could have used anyone for this. That kind of diminishes MJ's role a bit because can I get a glimpse of her? I see MJ's kind of running there and like hack the system basically. Anyone could have done that. I mean, I guess because they needed someone small to be less conspicuous. Maybe they could have had the robot panda maybe walk in or something. I don't know. I don't want to be too harsh. And MJ basically hacks in, and they're like, done and done, hacking complete. And look at her face. She's so cute. Okay, we did it. Okay, and I just love the team. We're busting in. Yeah, we're gonna return these rental suits, and they're like, hooray! Oh, and I love this. Dr. Jan, do they work together in the future? Maybe. Because Dr. Jan's like, hey, Terry, look at this. Hey, look at this generator. this can power the portal for sure because they needed more energy to make the portal bigger. So that's what the reason why they went to Costco Spenco in the first place to get more generators. Look at this thing. This can get them to Amphibia for sure. And Terry's like, should we snack it? And Dr. Jan's like, oh heck yeah, we're already breaking in. Let's steal it. Sure. And they even laughed. Hee hee hee. Okay. Specimens A, B, and C. That must be Hop Hop, Sprig, and Polly. And I love this. Wait a minute. Look at this. It looks like Hop Hop. And it's like, Hop Hop? Nope. It's just frogs. And Miss Arce is like, we gotcha. They locked them all in jail. Oh, and should have gave more credit, but we gotcha. It's like, it's time for you to stop playing hero or you're going to be in big trouble. Oh, you're actually in real serious trouble right now. And Anne's like, hey, give back the plantars. Oh, the plantars, huh? Are those their names? Oh, it doesn't matter. The government property. Is it, hey, you wouldn't even have come this far without your mommy and daddy. Oh, and look at Anne. She just looks so defeated. And they're like, and the MJ's like, hey Anne, don't let him get you down. And then and the Humphrey's like, yeah, he's just a big blowhard, a well-dressed blowhard. And then Anne's going through a lot. She's like, he's right. How am I supposed to defeat him? Defeat the FBI? Get home to Amphibia? What if the portal doesn't work? I need to defeat King Andreas. Save my friends. Reconcile with them. I can't even face saying goodbye to my parents. I thought I could do all these things, but I can't. I don't want to jinx it. We're halfway through the episode and an ad didn't come up. Praise the angels. It just usually bugs me, but hopefully it didn't jinx it. But look at this. The Boon Choi, her parents are there for her. I love it. It's like, you have done so much. And I just want to play this right here.
Tell me that amazing Christmas float.
Defeated a killer robot!
2 killer robot, technically. You have grown so much. You're not my little girl anymore, Anne. You can do this.
And no matter where you go or what you're doing, we'll be with you the whole way. Right here. I'm pointing.
Sorry, I kind of want to end it with the here part, but he's like, but basically, say, oh, you stood up for people who couldn't stand up for themselves, and Mrs. Boonshaw's like, you built me that beautiful Christmas float, and Mrs. Boonshaw's like, you defeated a killer robot, Cloakbot, and she's like, 2 killer robots, because, the King Andreas Santa robot, and then, Mrs. Boonshaw's like, you've grown so much, Anne, you have changed so much, you're not my little girl anymore. And then Mr. Boonshaw's like, wherever you go, whatever you're doing, we're going to be with you the whole way right here. And he's like, I'm pointing to your heart if you didn't understand that. And she's like, I got it, Dad. And oh my goodness, look at this. Oh. And this guy, I wish my parents could have treated me like that. Okay, dude. I don't know what to tell you. And then the power goes out, and then you hear generator. Who is that? They're just yelling outside. What are you guys doing? Generator. That's pretty funny. That's Jan and Terry just snagged the generator. And then he's like, freedom. No. Okay, not your best work. And I liked how he got his confidence back, because they're like, are you just going to be a pushover? He's like, no. I might have been touched by his story, but I'm not going to let you escape. And then Mr. Boonshot is like, hey Anne, look at this. And then Mrs. Boonshot is like, you bought that? And he's like, it was on sale. I love that. I didn't like how they were just defeated by a piece of plastic. I caught it. Are you kidding? I guess we had to face the inevitable. There has to be like not part 2, but I had to put in clips together. But But it says like in 5, so hold on. Four seconds. 3, 2, 1. I love how Mr. Boonshaw is like, hopefully she doesn't kill anyone with that. Oh. Okay, because it says right there, add in 1 second. And you're probably not gonna notice, but I just like to do the whole behind the scenes thing where I'm gonna say like I'm gonna wait for the ad to end so I can record again, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, and that ad has completed. Hopefully there won't be any more, but there's still time left, so hopefully fingers crossed that won't happen. But look at this. Very Darth Vader. Like, Vader is coming in. Vader is here. So the end's a good guy, but, And they're like, oh, who's that? And, like, the lights are flickering and stuff like that. And like, we gotta get her. And Anne's, like, doing a bunch of saber moves. And, like, you stomped her foot. And, like, oh, my goodness. And this guy's like, let me out, let me out, let me out. And bonks on the head. And she's like, it says Paul, dude. Do we have to do that? Make him look incompetent? Especially, when I think Vader did something similar, I believe. I could be wrong, but Vader's a scary-looking dude, and it's not really scary. She looks intimidating when she's full, like, calamity mode of what we've seen in True Colors. So I can probably see that with her voice of give him back. I can totally see that. But even King Andros didn't show fear. Like, in spoilers for True Colors back in season 2, he roared. Oh yeah, he wasn't afraid. So. Do we have to do that with the FBI guy? What are we gonna do? And it's like, alright, I defeated them. Let's go save some frogs. And poof, the power's out. Look, Polly's upside down. Okay, but the power's out. Okay, I'll go start up the generator. And Sprig's like, come on, we gotta escape. Go find Anne. And it's like, sup, fam? And then he's like, hey, what are you doing here? And that's literally his voice. I'm gonna get you. And then she released Frobo. Frobo knocked him out. Look at Stevie. He's like, alright, time to go. It's like, and then look the FBI truck. And they're like, hey, we're here. Hey, look, there's Mr. and Mrs. B. There's MJ. There's Humphrey. Hey, look, she's blushing a little bit. I think she likes Sprig. I think she likes Frogman. I hate to break it to you, MJ. He's with Ivy. But, I'm sure they can still be great friends. Like, Ivy can be Sprig's girlfriend and, MJ can be, like, his best friend. I know Anne is his best friend, but also, like, / sister. MJ can just be, like, his best friend. And I love how they reintroduce the characters, but he's like Molly Joe, just call her MJ, whatever. And he's like, "What's up, Frogman?" And Hop Pop's like, "Humphrey, you came to save us." And he's like, "Yeah, us actors had to stick together." Polly's like, "Allie, Jess," and he's like, "Hey, Polly, you fixed Frobo." Sort of. Let's go. And Mr. X is like, "This is not good." FBI stand-up night this Friday. Oh, oops. Sorry about that. And Mr. X is like, shut the gate. Hey, sorry. Wait a minute. But hey, look at this. And Mr. X is like, yeah. I was like, they could totally go through that. And then he's like, I don't know why we thought that would work. Okay. Let's go. And the FBI are chasing them. They're knocking against the van. He's like, oh, that's so gross. And poof, the cars are exploding. I love Mr. X right here. He's like, they're fine. They have airbags. Jenny just put on a pair of sunglasses. Mr. X is doing this magnet shoes. That's pretty cool. Hey, look. Mr. X reads Cynthia Coven. At least I think. I don't know if this is his specific van. It could be someone else's. Could be Jenny's. I mean, we don't know. I'm just assuming it was Mr. X's, but who knows? I love this. Like, so he can like stick onto the metal. I love it. And he's like, he's gonna get them. He's like, we gotta throw stuff at him. Kombucha. Well, this is what it is. Kombucha in the house. He's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. And I love Jenny. He or she runs with a first aid kit. And he's like, Jenny, I'm fine. I tracked them. He's in the FBI, like secret spy stuff, so I can kind of believe him putting a tracker without them noticing. But hey, look at the sunset right there. They're kind of like an Area 51 kind of territory with the cactuses, the cacti, and like the sunset and the desert. So, kind of makes sense. Hey, look at the variety of cacti. It's not just the tall ones. You got the small ones too. That's pretty cool. And everyone's helping each other. I love it. And then, you know, they're like, hey, we made a care package for you, Anne. Look at this. Old photo. New shoes in case she loses hers. Cookies. Oh, adaptable charger. Tennis balls. A cat. Some chips. A book. Some shrimp chips, I guess. You know, there's a book with a cat pencil. A little bookmark. I absolutely love it. It's like, go save your friends. But I kind of wish it wasn't off screen, the talk of Anne's like, I have so much to tell you. Because I kind of like it back in the first episode where Anne's like, okay, y'all cut up. Kind of like, we didn't get the whole conversation, but we saw part of it. I kind of wish we had that, but, you know. But I love this moment. It's like, Anne's like, thank you guys so much. And they're like, don't worry. We're so proud of you, Anne. Now go bring back your friends home. And I'm like, do they even want to go home? Because Aunt Marcy and Sasha, up to this point, I don't think they like their parents. Because how could you go for like 5 or 6 months without talking about them? If it's the case of like, if it was their show, they would be talking about them. Especially when you have an episode like dedicated to yourself, you think you'd talk about them, but hopefully we get some explanation and like introductions to them. And I love this. They're leaving like their other family. I love it. And they're like, Mr. and Mrs. Boonjoy, thank you for taking us in. And then I love Hop Hop. We'll take great care of Anne. We'll take good care of her. Because Hop Hop's the caretaker. That's what he's been doing. So he's gonna reassure the Boonjoys we're gonna take good care of her. Why is Anne back in her old outfit? I would have preferred, like, why go back in the school uniform? I understand, like, the plate and the backpack and the shoes. Even, like, the shoes. At least for me personally, just her and her school uniform with, like, the skirt and stuff like that. I don't know, I prefer the jeans and the flame shirt with the lotus. And that could look cool with her big form. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe it's just me. They're like, okay, let's go. Oh, I love it. Hop Hop's like, I have 1 avocado left to start my avocado dynasty. They're like, okay, let's do it. The pore's not any bigger. I don't want to say I call, excuse my language a little bit, BS, but you have, Jeeves says double the power. You have double the power. It's not even a bit bigger. That just doesn't really physically make any sense. You'd think it'd be bigger. Because why wouldn't it be bigger? Where is the other energy going? You're putting more energy into something to make it bigger. Obviously, it will make it bigger. If it's not making it bigger, where is that rest of the energy going? It's not louder or anything. Like, you know what I mean? When you put one effect into something to create another effect, if it's not creating that other effect, what is it doing? It has to be doing something. It can't be doing nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe I'm crazy. Who knows? But she's like, if that doesn't work, nothing's gonna work. And as immediately as that, they bust in. And he's like, hey, this is pretty good. chocolate pretzels. And obviously Mr. X rolls in and he's like clapping. Not bad, Anne. Not bad. But no matter what you do, you're going to lose. He's just a kid. And Anne's like, get that finger away from me. You're right, X. I'm just a kid. But, and I'm glad Anne's doing this because the FBI's here. And so she doesn't really like have a choice in doing this because remember, Anne says that the power feels bad. And the reason why she had to use it against, Cloak by Mr. X is because they're formidable enemies. They're surrounded. She doesn't have any other choice. She's like, I realize with friends behind my side and people who care about me, I can do anything. Wait a minute. And the voice like modifies and stuff like this. And he's like, what are you? And oh my goodness, like the big slam. Like boom. Just look at that. And then and Spring's like, hey Anne, look at this. And the portal's getting bigger. Look at Anne's eyes. And she's like, I can do it. And then makes the portal bigger. And they're like, what is she doing? And then Miss X is like, is that a red giant praying mantis? Papa, I need your avocado. Are you kidding me? Like, dude, fine. He gives a little kiss goodbye. Hey, bug boy, come here. The mantis comes through the portal. Oh no. Is that a bug? Well, bugs don't eat people, right? And then takes that guy, but like throws him. They're like, okay, we have to go. I love this. Mrs. Boonchoy's like, take care, Anne. We love you. Mr. Boonchoy does this thing to his like heart, where wait a minute. Can I get that scene? Where Mr. Boonchoy like points to his heart. I absolutely love it. Can I get that shot with Anne again? And look, she's doing the same thing. I love it so much. They captured the praying mantis, knock it out, and then it breaks the portal. Uh-oh. And he's like, you two have a lot of explaining to do. I love Mr. Boonchoy. He stands his ground. You have to be willing to listen to us. And Mrs. Boonchoy is like, we have a lot to talk about. And then he's like, goody. He's like sweating. I don't know what to do. And I love this. And it's like waking up. Like her face kind of scorned a little bit. He's like, oh, we did it. We actually did it. And she's like, guys, like, what's going on? Look how devastated. This is when I said that Sprig finally knows. Look at this.
What happened here?
So I don't want to do those like fun credit. Oh, should I leave it right there? Oh yeah, because I didn't show any clips from Olivia and Yunnan, so you didn't even get to see any clips. This is what it looked like with all the mechanics and the sludge going to water, the forest being devastated. I talked about it, but you didn't get to see it. Now you got to see it. And these mini castles around, and the red moon looming in the background. Like, oh my goodness, and smoke. They're finally back in Amphibia, and with 2 shoes. And it's like, what happened here? And that's the end of the episode. Like, the same fun end credits. Why do that? Why do that? But anyway, what should I rate this episode? Let's see. 95, 90. Wait, 95. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff that happened in the episode. 5, 90, 85. thing. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I took in some consideration the things I kind of complained about, see if I was kind of being too harsh with it. Some things I kind of feel really strongly about it. And I give it an 80%. I thought it was great. This was a great episode. We're back in Amphibia. A lot of heartfelt moments. Just, things that kind of really stuck with me was just Anne's back in her original outfit, the whole portal situation, and the IT gals, Ali and Jess with MJ, Molly Joe, not realizing that they were frogs. Like, I kind of understand with Humphrey because he kind of looks like him, so kind of makes sense. So, just those like in particular kind of, that like really stuck with me. And also the FBI agent that was like, oh, let me out. That kind of stung a little bit. But also the end credits that they kept the same. But other than that, this was a great episode. Like, oh my goodness, like if this is the thumbnail, my goodness. But it could be something else. But yeah, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys hopefully later today so I can get Amphibia Season 3, Episode 11. The first half is called Commander Anne. The second half is called Sasha's Angels, I believe. Hopefully not getting those episode titles mixed up, but I believe that's episode 11. Or that could come tomorrow. But either way, I'll see you then. Alright. Okay. Bye.